Hello there, everyone. This is I, your friend, Commodore Urban, the jack of all trades. And like I said in my last video, I read several books. This is going to be the first, the review of the first of the three books, which is from the Loud House series. Yes, this is a book from the Loud House. Yes, I have actually just recently, while I was fucking sick, laying in bed, I binged watched all three seasons of this cartoon. I'm not kidding, I did. I had them all DVR'd on my recording device on my TV, and I watched them all within 2 days. Minus the times where I got up and had to shit, which was either diarrhea, which fucking sucked and it burnt my ass, or I puked. Actually, no way, I didn't puke at all. I almost puked once, but I didn't, so, yeah, sorry, too much information, I know, sorry. But we're going to review this book. It's called Who Goes There by Carla Sackas Sulfurshire. And the story behind this book here is Lincoln wants to capture proof of paranormal activity in the Loud House to send to his favorite TV show, ARG, which stands for the Academy of Really Good Ghost Hunters. But it's not easy catching a skittish spirit with a household with 10 rambunctious girls. With his best friend Clyde's help, Lincoln schemes to get all his sisters out of the house. But when the hunters become the haunted, Lincoln learns a lesson about whose house it really is. I'll explain the story to you. Basically, him and his friend, they were watching an episode of their favorite TV show, which is ARG, with the host Hunter Spector. If you guys don't watch Loud House, you guys should. It's a great TV show, great cartoon. Reminds me of stuff from the 90s, and that's when I grew up, so I really clicked with this show really fast. But they said at the end of each of their episodes, they were going to do like they're going to give a, show a video from, one of their, what they call ARG cadets, of them, hunting for ghosts and stuff. So they wanted to hunt for spirits. They said, and Lincoln's like, let's go over to your place and Clyde and see if we can find a ghost there. He's like, no, our place is too new anyway. Besides, if there was any ghost or whatever, my dad's probably scared him out. And they're like, yeah, probably a good point. So I was like, well, my house is kind of old and stuff, and there probably ghosts there. You want to try and hunt there? And he's like, yeah, sure. So of course they tried to look for a ghost in Lincoln's house, but then of course you got 10 sisters, all doing their own thing and shit, being loud and whatever else, so they couldn't. So Lincoln comes up with an idea of getting the sisters out of the house by telling them that supposedly Flip, if you know who Flip is, he's the guy who owns the gas station Flip's Fuel and whatever, was giving away passes to Dairyland or whatever, so, and he thought that they bought it, but they actually didn't. I'll tell you that later. So after they leave, him and Clyde start investigating the house, but then they actually noticed there was some paranormal activity going on. And a bunch of shit was going on, stuff like, shit moving and stuff like that in the, in the attic and shit. And they thought it was, they thought it was real. And, when you read it, you think it was real too. But then after they called this shit on camera or whatever, and the sisters stuff come back and they said, oh yeah, well, they didn't have no whatever, but he was giving out free flippies. If you know Flip, he doesn't give out free flippies. So, but they told Lincoln that because, they were the ones that they were the ones that put on that little masquerade of the ghost. So, a few days and shit passed by, and they kept this act going up or whatever. And this time now they were making these pretend ghosts to be kind of malicious, you know, saying shit was disappearing, and all this crazy other shit, and stuff was moving around, and so it really terrified, Lincoln and shit to bits. And so when he thought these ghosts and stuff were going to try to harm his sisters or whatever, he tells them all to go hide in the garage or whatever, and him and Clyde try to face these supposed, demonic spirits. but you know, back up in the attic of the house. But it's pretty funny, and he yells out a thing at the ghost. I'd rather have my 10. I'd rather have 10 of my sisters live. You know, I'd rather live with my sisters than with a bunch of stupid ghosts and you know, shit like that. But and then he finds out that it was them the whole time, and they explain how they did it, and he asks why, and said, well, because you're a jerk. You try to get rid of us, and so. But then, you know, when he found out, he told Clay, like, don't send that video in. He's like, I already have. He's like, oh shit. But then when the video was played on the show, which it was, and they said it was a great reenactment or whatever of what ARC hunters are supposed to do. But then in the corner of the actual video, they noticed floating orbs, which indicates, you know, an actual presence of a spirit. And at the end of that, and I can actually show you the end of that because it says right here, it says, you ready to do this again, Cadet Clyde? I exclaimed. You know it, Cadet Lincoln. He grinned and grabbed his video camera. Time to get our ghost. And that's the end of the book. So what I thought about the book, I thought it was great. You know, it'd be a great episode of Loud House, you know, if they ever looked into it. Hey guys, you the people that write these stories for the TV show, read this. Make this into an episode. It'd be a really great episode. I think it'd be a great episode. I give it 5 stars. It's a quick little book. It's about, I don't know, about 122 pages. Yeah, about 122 pages, 16 chapters. It took me about maybe an hour and a half to read it all the way through. And of course, it's got a sneak peek for the next book, Arcade or Bust, which I couldn't find it. But I did read the sneak peek though, and which the Arcade or Bust is on the back. I haven't found it yet, but I will. But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good book. 5 stars. I like The Loud House. It's a really good little. It's like I said, it's a good cartoon series. It's a good book. This is a really good book. And it would be a really good TV show, a good episode of this series if they ever decide to do it. You guys really should decide to do it, by the way. So yeah, that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you're new to the channel and you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications. And then when I do a new video, you guys will be you'll be in the know for it as I pop them up on the internet. And until next time, this is your friend Comet Urban saying have smooth seas and clear skies and smooth sailing for you. And God bless. Take care now.